What's going on, y'all? It is the top of the hour. You guys are locked into your favorite eating right. It is your boy Joe Locker. How y'all doing out there in the digital world? What's going on, Faith? What's going on from DC? It's your boy Joe Locker. We got a lot to get into the show today. And guess what, y'all? Nephew decided not to come to work today, so y'all know y'all got me all day, every day right now. I am in the building. I don't know where he at, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You get people get happy. They get comfortable. The podcast started growing, you know what I'm saying? They think they can take days off. This is why people get messed up, nephew. If you're listening, where the hell you at, man? But it's okay. Your boy Joe Locky, I got you. You guys are locked into your favorite eating right. Let's get ready to get it in, y'all. And you know something? I know how to produce my own show. Ooh, look at that. I got all the cameras set up and everything. And one thing I'm going to tell you guys about, when you're doing your own thing, man, and building your own product and brand, you got to make sure that you're able to do all things just in case your crew, your team is not able to be there, right? And one thing I can say about Lock It In Media, we are able to, cross-reference. I'm not here. He can do what I do. If he's not here, I can do most of the things that he can do. Because number one, I created the system, right? And I taught him. But I can honestly say that even if he's listening, he have learned a few more tricks in the trade than I have. So he's teaching me some of the other things of some of the other programs and systems that we've brought on. But, nephew will be back probably tomorrow or next week. But he's out today. He has some business he had to attend to. But we love you. We hope you get a chance to come back, man. If you don't come back, to the show, it's been nice knowing you. All right, y'all. Welcome into the Joe Locker Show. How you guys doing today? I got a couple of things on the table. I don't know why DC is trying to come into the show early. DC, I haven't even started talking about anything yet. What's up, James? What's up, Tony? What's up, Kenya? What's up, Dose? What's up, Pi? What's up, Larry? What's up, Miss Priscilla? Pursuline, whatever her name is. Herbane, what's going on? Hey, do me a favor, y'all. I know everybody's scrolling through. You guys are hitting the like button. I appreciate it. What's up, JC? How you doing? Do me a favor. If you can, just hit the like button, okay? Send me some likes. Get my likes moving. And also, before you go ahead and scroll on to the next thing, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the follow button. Follow me because we're trying to get out. I'm trying to get to 12,000. I'm up to 11,000. I started at 1,000. I'm up to 11 now. So go ahead and hit the follow button that you follow my show. I appreciate it. And that's free, y'all. If you guys want to subscribe to the show, you can subscribe to the show also. All right? So, and I don't know, I see a lot of women on social media. And I don't know what the men do, but I know a lot of women stand there in nice, sexy clothing and have men subscribe. So ladies, what do I need to do to get y'all to start subscribing to my channel? Y'all tell me what I need to do and I'll see what I'd be willing to do so I can get some more subscribers, okay? And remember, we're on TikTok. So what do I need to do to start to get more subscribers? What's going on, Natasha? What's up, K. Charles? What's up, Inspired? What's up, Ebony in the building? We thank you guys so much for locking in with us. But today you guys got your boy, okay? What's up, Facebook? How y'all doing? What's up, YouTube? What's going on? Everybody, we live. Rachel, how you doing? Don't say hey to nephew Rachel because he ain't him. He decided to not come to work today. But it's okay because I got y'all. All right, guys. Today on the show, I got some things that I want to talk about since it's just going to be me. And also, I'm going to be taking questions from the audience today. If you ladies want to chime in and ask me any questions, you guys can ask me about relationships, or if you got something that you're going through, I would be glad to answer your questions on TikTok or Facebook or anything that, if I see your questions, I'd be glad to answer them while I'm out here doing the show today. All right. So he's in the spirit. Forget him. Hey, Gail, how you doing? Hey, y'all need to follow Gail Bentley, okay? Before we get into the show. If you guys don't follow Gail, she is a sexy woman. Be at the dances. She got dancing videos on TikTok. And I just have to, when Gail video pop up, if I get them on TikTok, to check my TikTok. And I don't know why, but one of her videos always pop up. You know what I'm saying? And ooh, Gail got them yams too. Gail, you're beautiful. I don't know if you're dating somebody, but if anybody know in that area, Gail is singing. Y'all may want to holler at Gail because she can dance. She's beautiful, and she always seems like she's in good spirit. And Gail, I thank you for locking into the Joe Lockett Show. How you doing, baby girl? Have a great evening. Let's get it in. All right, I want to talk to you ladies about this. This is something that's been crossing my mind a lot, and I really don't have all the answers for this one here. But I titled this show today, "Do You Care?" Okay. And the reason why I titled this thing is because on this show, I have been an advocate of going after people and women about their list of things that they want from a man, right? And I went after men about the things that they want from a woman. You're welcome, Gail. You're so welcome. And if you guys on here, let me know where you're chiming in from. I'll be glad to give you a shout out on the show. You guys are locked into the Joe Lockett Show, the one and only digital network that comes to you every day in the evening time at 4 o'clock sharp. We're always here. Now, when you're in a relationship with a woman or when you're in a relationship with a man, I got to ask us, and I'm putting myself into this too, ladies. Do you care? Bruh, do you care about her? Do you care about that other person when you're getting ready to get in a relationship? Because this is what I notice when I sit down, because I'm always pondering relationships. I always pondering, where did I make mistakes? How can I grow as a man? When and if I do get in another relationship, how can I be better? What am I not going to accept? What am I being selfish about? Hey, Shaw, how you doing, baby? Hope everything's going well with you. And when I sat there and I kept thinking about this, ladies and gentlemen, I realized something. When I'm making up my list about the things that I want from a woman or what I'm looking for in a woman, I did not ask, what does she want? And I'm going to ask you, do we really care when you're dating somebody? Because you've been hurt before. You've already been through the bull jive, right? Do you really care what the other person wants? Or are we so busy trying to get out what we want and what we're not going to tolerate and trying to find out what they want from us? Do we put the time in to think about the person sitting across from you or the person that you're FaceTiming, right? Because when you're talking to somebody, and like I said, I titled the show that, do you care? Do you care when you're single what the other person thinks and what their wants and needs are in a relationship? Do you actually ask that person, right? I'm just being real. Come on now, let's talk about this, because I have not seen one podcast on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I ain't seen one podcast talk about this right now. Okay, let's get it in. Your boy talking about it, your boy Joe Lockett. Do you really care when you sitting down? You've been divorced, you've been hurt, you've been heartbroken. Do you care, ladies? Do you care, men? Share my video out there. Let's get it in. I want y'all to get this thing going now. Do you care? And I want response back. I need you guys to talk to me. Do you care? Right? What the other person is thinking and what they want. Is there a thought? Is there one iota of a morsel in your mind that comes up to say, hey, I want to know what the other person is thinking too, to make sure we're compatible? And the reason why I'm asking this question, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, because maybe that is the reason why our relationships are not working for single people, because we got it down packed. I got this list. Hold on now. Let me tell you what I want. I want this, A, B, C, and D, 1, 2, and 3, right? Divided by 4 minus 6 plus 2. Did you get that? Are you sure? Because I want you to understand I'm not going to waste my time with you. We're not going to put up with this bullshit, right? Did you get that? So do we really care? And in the beginning, okay? Now, let me keep it moving forward, because I'm not going to read the comments because I don't want to get distracted on what I'm saying here first. Then, when you play it out there, right? And you're talking to the person, and y'all get to talking, later on, maybe you realize, or you start to asking what the person want. But let me say this to everybody. If you think about this, and this for me too. If I would have asked about that person and what their wants were, just maybe I could understand why they are doing some of the things that I don't like. Let me say that again. If you asking after you done put your list out, right? Because I think men and women get it twisted, because we're so when you're talking to somebody, the first thing that you want to do after you make the generalized introductions, you want to lay your stuff on the table. This is who I am. This is what I want. This is what it's going to be. I want my peace. You need this. For you to be in a relationship, I'm looking for this, and this. And so when you're talking to the other person, right, they're hearing you. But you want to make sure that they're getting you, because you done been through some stuff. You done had some problems, and you ain't got time for this stuff. And we get that. But I think, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm including my little black behind in this one too, that I don't ask the question, or I have not asked the question. And I don't even know until I thought about this, would I have cared what they thought, because you need to know how I feel. Now let me look at some of these comments. I see a lot of them coming in here. Hey, Erica B, how you doing, baby? I asked the question like, have you ever felt appreciated in a relationship? Okay. As time goes on, I ask, but not most of the time. Gail says, absolutely, I ask what they are looking for in a relationship. When I asked the real deep question, it changed the game for me. Okay, Erica. So there are the older women that are saying that they do ask that question. Now, let me ask you ladies this question. Make sure y'all share my video out there and hit the like button, okay? When you ask that question and you dive deep into it, are you really trying to, do you care at that point, right? Or do you care more about what you want that man to know about? Or do you care about his feelings too? In the beginning, I'm saying in the first 30 to 90 days, do you really care about the other person that you're just meeting, right? Because the fun part, the giving, the phone calling, are they going to text me? Are they going to call me? What are they going to say? Where are they going to take me? How am I going to get it? I got all that, okay? That's the fun stuff. But I'm asking the question, right? Do you care? Really? If that person tells you, do you care, and do you put that into your list of things so you can start to try to be a better person for the other person? Because the reason why I started thinking about this is, right, I hear so many women say about the red flags, right, about the other person. And men, I think we're more tolerable in the beginning when it comes to relationships. But I think a lot of times women have been hurt so much, and they think every man or most men are out there to play games, that they don't want to be screwed over anymore, right? And when a great guy comes along, he really almost don't stand a chance to be with the woman, because guess what? At the end of the day, she done been through so much through other guys. And I think most women, or some women, don't care or don't even bother to ask the question, because they don't think you're going to be there for a long time anyway. Let's see. Shar says, as time goes on, I'll ask, but not most times. Erica B says, when I asked okay, I read that. I care from the beginning. Let's see here. Yes, after 30 or 90 days, I do care, but he didn't respond. I believe in give and take, so women act like men don't have feelings too. And I think that's what, hey, Facebook, how y'all doing? And I think that's what I feel too sometimes, right, when you're in a relationship, or not a relationship, but when you're talking to somebody. I had somebody tell me today, right, a really person that I really cherish, I care about, and I respect them a lot. And she told me, I'm proud of you, right? And it took me by surprise, right? Because she's been knowing me for over 20 some years. And she said, I'm proud of you, how you have maneuvered your way through this entertainment and this media game, and you kept moving. And it made me say to her, thank you. And I thought about, she cares. She's been watching me, right? She haven't said much. She's been an advocate for me all the way in the background, clapping silently, right? Always been there. But she told me today, she was like, I'm very proud of you. And how many of us, if you listen to my show, you crave for someone to tell you, even in your older age, right, that they're just proud of you and genuinely mean it. Not because, you posted it on Facebook or you told them something and they want to say, congratulations, hey, I'm so happy for you. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that deep person that knows you and knows what you've been through. And they tell you, hey, Penny, how's it going? She said, I'm proud of you. He or she says that I'm proud of you. And it comes from a genuine place. And when she said that, it was, man, I can't tell you, it was like a breath of fresh air. And I'm being honest with y'all, I didn't even know I needed that. I didn't realize that I was craving for somebody to actually see me putting this work in and, doing my thing. you needed somebody. It wasn't a girlfriend or a wife, but you want somebody to care and recognize what the hell you're doing. And I didn't know I needed that. But when she told me that, it paused the hell out of me. It shocked me, right? And when she said it, it was like, I don't know how to explain this, y'all. It was like, hey Penny, how's it going? It was like, have you ever been in a situation where somebody say something to you and it put you at a pause? It's like a warm feeling to come over you. You're like, what the hell is this feeling like? What? It wasn't no tears coming out my eyes, but it was like a breath of fresh air. Because the energy was there, the love was there, the admiration was there, right? And when she said it to me, I knew she meant it, but I didn't know I was missing that. Think about what I'm saying, y'all. Sometimes us as adults, when we're going through life, right? We don't know something is going on with us, and we don't know what it is until somebody actually put it in front of us. And I didn't know that I was missing for somebody that I know and I trust to say, you're doing a good job. I'm proud of you. Those simple words today had me smiling all damn day. I'm not going to sit here and lie. She made my day. And I had to stop this conversation and say, you know something? Thank you. And she's like, boy, thank you for what? I'm like, you have no idea what you just did. And I don't know, and I can't explain it to you right now, articulate it to you clearly, but whatever the hell it was, it's like somebody just shot oxygen up my behind, right? And I needed that. And I just told her, thank you. And she was like, I don't really know what that is, but okay. But I just wanted to tell you, I'm proud of you. I see you. You're doing your thing. You left the radio station and you continued to grow. You stepped out on faith. And, not a lot of people have the courage to do that. And, when you went into radio, she said, and she went through the whole, dialogue of what I've been doing over the last 20 years. And she said, you never stopped. And it ain't that you want somebody to brag on you, man. It's not that. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. If you got somebody in your life right now and you see they pushing and you see that they're doing something, text them right now. Or when you finish watching my show, give them a call. Tell them you're proud of them. It would change their day because, man, and they don't, the person that you're going to do it to, they don't know that you need it, okay? They don't know that you're looking for that. They have no clue. And I'm going to tell my audience, I'm going to tell you, Penny, I'm going to tell you, Shar, I'm going to tell you, Eric, I'm going to tell you, Rachel, Redbone, Deborah, and everybody that I've missed on here. I'm proud of y'all. Whatever you're going through in your life, you've done it. If you're single, you've been divorced, you made it through it. You're here. You guys have followed along with me over the years, over the months, over the days, over the weeks. I appreciate you. You guys show up for me each and every day. Thank you for everything that you're doing. D, I appreciate you. You know that. And I think it's, sometimes, you can get so busy, you get caught up and we don't tell people how much we appreciate them or how much we love them, right? And I think we need to get back to that in these times where we're in with the stuff that's going on overseas and all this other stuff. I'm not going to get into that today, but we know what's going on there in the world, right? And we can do vitriol on the stuff. We can do toxic topics. We can do debatable topics. But sometimes, man, we need to just tell each other, man, even on this feed, man, y'all should tell each other, you know what I'm saying? We love y'all, right? Rachel, love you, you know what I'm saying? You're doing a great job. You're going to be okay. You're going to find that man. You're going to find that husband, right? You're going to find that wife. You're going to find that person that's going to make you happy. And I've reached out to a few people that watch my show from time to time. We've talked. Don't get a chance to reach out to everybody. But I'm proud of y'all, man. And I don't know if you needed that today, but I thought I just wanted to tell you guys. Hey, Deborah, and I just want to tell you guys, I'm very proud of you. And just know that whatever you're going through right now, God did not bring you this far to drop you off. That has always been a saying of mine since I was in the military. If God brought me somewhere and it was hard, or I lost somebody, or I lost something that I really wanted, he never let me down, y'all. And he won't let you down. And the other thing I'm going to tell you guys, hey, Sheila, thank you so much. I want you guys to, and I'm getting a tad bit, sentimental, but sometimes it's okay. It's my show. I can do this. When you're going through something, man, and you lose something, or, something happens to you, right? And we don't know the reason why these things are happening, right? God don't send out just blessings to one person or the other person that got it right. I really want y'all to hear me today on this show when I say this, right? Because people will tell you quickly, especially some Christian Bible thumpers will tell you, that God ain't gonna bless you. You doing this, God? No, listen, you MF, right? Nah. This the heathen in me speaking to you, but no. God blesses everybody. Just because you think you did the right thing, God gonna bless me too. And I want to tell you guys, just because something you did wrong, God's still gonna bless you because he know you got good in your heart. God is never gonna take you anywhere or put you through anything in life, right? And leave you stranded. Never have with me. And Lord knows I done screwed up a lot of stuff. But he always, as long as I know and I recognize him and I put it out there, right? And I try to do my best, man, I don't know why he gave up on my black ass, but he haven't. And he always, man, send me somebody. He always open up a door. He always give me a dream. He always tell me something or give me a message. And it propels me to the next moment. Like me being here in my own studio doing my own thing 2 months later, and my audience have grown, we haven't fall off. God told me this. I'm quite sure I haven't told, but a few people know behind the scenes. God told me this 2 months ago. God told me this 2 months ago that I was not going to be on radio. I can share it with you guys now. But he told me 2 months ago, he sent me a dream and scared the hell out of me that you're not going to be in radio anymore. But when I woke up, I realized it was a dream, and I said to myself, okay, it was just a dream, you know. But the dream came to me 3 times. Real talk, y'all. The dream came to me 3 times. You're not going to be in radio. You're done. And it scared the hell out of me because I had been in radio almost at that point in time, almost 10 years. And I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? But when they called with the contract negotiations, I don't know. And I tell y'all now, I can tell y'all, when they called me and they said what they said, right? I was like, I'm done. Without blinking an eye, I said, I'm done. I wasn't afraid. I went right into action. That was maybe 2 weeks before I told y'all about it. 2 or 3 before I told y'all about it. I went and got my studio. I went and bought the equipment. And I went into action. It was like God had already set up a soldier ready to take this on. And I didn't know I was ready to take it on until, you know, that negotiation happened. And when that negotiation happened, I was ready for it. And I'm telling y'all, I didn't know I was ready for the negotiation, y'all. I was not ready to leave radio. Well, I didn't think I was. Because my game plan, like I said, I tell y'all now, I was planning on leaving a year or 2 later off radio. But God said it's time for you to do it now. And God told me 2 months prior that I would be here, right? So I'm just saying at the end of the day, man, when y'all are going through stuff and things are happening in y'all life, man, listen, Linda, listen, right? It may not seem like it's the right thing for y'all, right? But if you believe in God the way I do, right? I have learned now to walk with confidence, my head up high, and know it's going to be okay. That's one thing I can say. I walk with my head up high. If you guys follow me on Facebook or Instagram, y'all see the things that I put out when I say I am, right? People going to talk about you, and you know, in the real says, I am that dude, because I truly believe it. I know God got that thing me and God talked about. He already got me. And you just got to believe whatever you told God you want. If it's that husband, if it's that job, if it's a better relationship with your parents or your friends or your son, you want that, he going to fix it. He going to fix it. So whatever you're going through, any of my listeners are there, whatever you may be going through there, whatever happened to you today, it's supposed to happen. Whether it was bad, whether it was a flat, those things are happening because it's deterring you or making you think about something, or it saved you from something. I promise you. How the hell I know this? I don't know. Because I can't quote a Bible scripture to you. I can't do that. But the only thing I can tell you is I can stand up and say, this is what he did for me, and I'm living proof. I got high school education. I'm half educated. I dot my I's sometimes and maybe cross my T's. But look where I am today. And if he put me here, he can put you guys here too. Yes, I'm still on Spotify. Yes, I'm still on Spotify at Joe Lockett Show. Fulfilling your purpose. Thank you, Penny. I'm a true believer. I walk by faith. Right. So with all that being said, y'all, with that testimony right there, you know, I want to go back. Do you care? Because this all goes back into, as you're doing what you're doing and you're walking through your journey in life, I think sometimes we block our blessings because we're only caring about ourselves to a point, right? when you're trying to get into a relationship with somebody. And I think a lot of times when you're trying to meet that right person, we block our blessings because we don't look at the other person's strife, or we say we don't have time for that person or what they're going through. Now, I'm not saying you got to take on nobody else's problem, because y'all know how I feel about that. I ain't taking on nobody else's problems, right? But I think when we're in the, as Denise would say, the data collecting phase, I think we may need to open up our hearts a little bit more, including me, and look at the things that the other person really wants and see, does it match? Because what are your true, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, what are your true relationship goals? Red, Gail, Shar, Penny. Yeah, look at God. What are your true relationship goals? I want to know, because yeah, I want to be happy. I want to be at peace. I want to be able to live a life. But no. I really want to know, America, what is your true relationship goals, right? Because this is one thing, as I've been thinking, and I wrote some stuff down today, because I really, when I found out I was going to be doing the show today myself, I said, I really want to get deep into this, because now ain't nobody interrupting me over here to my side. I really want to get deep into this, right? Because I see us going to work every single day, right, for our jobs, right? Or you're trying to go into the gym and work out, or you're trying to be on that diet and you work out, right? And you're trying to follow that diet, right? You're trying to do whatever you need to do for your kids. This is what I see most people don't do. We kind of float through life on this crap, right? I'm speaking a little French. We don't work at being a better person in our relationships. And I know y'all gonna say y'all do, but I'm gonna tell you, honestly, no, you don't. You do what you think is what you need to do, what's going to be within your safe zone for other people. But do you truly work as hard on your relationship as you do your job? Do you work hard on your marriage as you do for the company? Do you show up for that marriage the way you do for your company? Real talk. I really want to ask you this question. Do you show up for your marriage or your relationship the way you show up for that company to go get that paycheck? Because you know, if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. So you know you got to go to work even if you don't want to. Even on days that you don't want to do something. Even on the days you don't feel good. You're going to go to work because you got bills to pay. So you're going to go to work anyway. Do you do that for your relationship? Do you do that for your job? Do you do that for your marriage? I'm just being honest. And I'm going to sit up and tell you, don't lie to me. No, you can lie to me. But do your marriage, is your marriage looking at you, your relationship looking at you, are you going to know if you're telling the truth or not? Real talk. And are you with a person that's working just as hard in this relationship? These things matter. These things matter. Right? These things matter. Because if y'all are not working hard at the marriage, you're not working hard at the relationship, and somebody's working harder on their career, that relationship is going into the pitch. Y'all have heard me say many times on this show, y'all heard me say, I'm not ready for a relationship because why? I'm working hard on this, building this company, building Locking That Meter, building a legacy. So I'm no good to a relationship. I've said that. But if you're in a relationship or you're trying to get in one, you can't get with a guy like me and think you're going to get my full time. It's not going to happen that way. So when your relationship is not working, because what y'all wind up doing when you get in a relationship, what you do? Well, you know they busy. I understand. I got to be patient with them. Well, I'm going to tell you, for a selfish MF like me, right? When I get my mind focused and you being patient, I don't really understand that, because now I think you're okay. That's bad of a person like me, but I get single-minded focused. I'm here. She's okay. She understands. Boom. So now you're feeling neglected. So this is why I'm saying, do we actually understand the dynamics of what we get into? Do we work hard for the marriage? Do you work hard for the relationship? Is your man working as hard as you in the relationship? Are y'all having constant conversations to make sure that y'all are getting better? Are you with the right person so you can get better? Hell, are you really ready for a relationship? Or you just want companionship? Because some of y'all, and I'm going to get into this, some of y'all say y'all want a relationship and y'all just need companionship. I'm just being freaking honest with you. I know what you want, but some of y'all are just set up to do companionship right now because you ain't ready to put that work in for a relationship or marriage. You ain't ready for it. You're not. You're not. I'm telling you, you're not, because your focus is not there. You got other things going on in your life. You can't focus on a man or a woman if you're in debt. You can't focus on a man or a woman if you haven't got over your last relationship or you got problems in your life. You cannot focus on somebody new. You want them to take your problems away. I get that. I want you to take my problems away and make like the old saying, I'm also on my age a little bit now. Calgon, take me away, right? It was this kind of soap powder that you can put into your bath water. You run your bath water and it smells good. It's supposed to make you feel good. And it was a commercial that said, Calgon, take me away. The women would go in and put the stuff in the tub. And, they sit back and they're supposed to go meditate or something like that. And you think a relationship is going to do it for you, ladies. And it don't. And then you get frustrated when it doesn't. And my thing is, right, you got to get with the right person that want to put that work in with you also. We can't get into a relationship and, baby, I'm busy today. Baby, I got to go do this podcast. Baby, I got to go hop on the airplane and I got to go over here and go do this here. Or I got to go teach over here. I can't. I'm not ready for a relationship. I'm not. I'm not ready to give you my full attention, right? And I understand people got to work. But hell, let me tell you something. You can retire from a job and not have a wife. Because many retired people, when they retire from the job and they get a pension. But you don't have a wife at home nor a life. Because most people, and a lot of people, I'm not going to say most, but a lot of people, when they retire, they wind up getting a divorce. You know why? Because they don't know how to be married. They never put any work in their marriage. They just showed up on anniversaries and birthdays and holidays. But now you got to be with this person every day, and you don't even really love this person because you didn't put that work in. I've seen it happen too many times, and you have too. Right? You've seen that we work so hard on things, try to get the mortgage paid, get the car notes paid, you know what I'm saying? Be debt free, live a great life, be able to travel. How the hell are you going to travel if you ain't put the work in with nobody? How are you going to be happy with your boo thing and your boo thing you just met last week? At the age of 53, I ain't trying to go on a trip with a woman that I don't know. I want memories. I don't want a hit song. I can get a hit song and don't go nowhere. I want memories with somebody that I care about. I don't want to look back if I went to Kosovo and I went to Kosovo, but I don't remember the girl that I went with. That ain't no fun. Not at this stage of my life. I don't need that kind of notch in my belt. I want somebody I can spend time with. So are we really ready, and are we doing the things in our life, America, to move forward and also be productive for ourselves, but also making sure that we're making time for the right people? And are you with the right person? Because going into another phase of the show, sometimes we get desperate and we start taking on anything. You can do all of that and have a relationship. I agree with you, Gail. Shar says on TikTok, I think most are just lazy and not ready for a relationship. It's so true what you're saying. Red says I'm right. Glitter said, why don't more men get on this live? Well, y'all need to make sure y'all do me a favor and share it out there to them, y'all. You guys are locked into your favorite Eating Right. It's 34 minutes after hours. The Joe Like Show, wherever you may be at work, you may be at home. You may be on your way to work watching us and listening to the show, man. And hopefully what I'm saying is hitting home for you, because it's through some of the things I've actually been through. But on this digital network, right, I've been doing this for 10 years, right? And I'm telling you guys, man, that having the freedom to be able to say more what I want to say is a blessing. But I think a lot of times we don't put a lot of thought into what the hell we're doing. We got a list of restaurants, right? We got a list of red flags that we got. But where is the list? And I want to know truly, where's the list of the work that you need to put in to have a successful relationship? Tell me right now, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, wherever the hell y'all at, tell me right now, what is the things that you got to do to be successful in a relationship? All the stuff that I see on social media that I've studied across platforms, everything is about me, what I want, because I'm tired of what somebody did to me. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let it happen to me again. So, bruh, sis, this is what you better be ready for. And if not, I'm going to move on to somebody else. And somebody else is going to give it to me, because I'll be damned if I'm going to sit up here and not get what I want no more. I work too hard. You work too hard on what? You work too hard on what? Now, what I'm saying is, don't get me twisted, America. You got to have somebody that meeting you mutually now. That man gotta want the same thing you want. The same talk that I'm talking, the same energy that I'm giving you, he gotta want to give you that same thing back now. He gotta want you just as much as you want him. You can't lead a horse to water and make that dude drink. And vice versa, fellas. So that takes work. And what I'm telling y'all, and we talk about this when I do talk about this, this takes time. You're not going to get this in 30, 60 to 90 days. You're just not. Whatever your little rule book says or whatever books you've been reading, you can get a general understanding of somebody. But to get to know somebody and know the work that you want to put in or you need to put in, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think y'all really know what the work is that you need to put into a relationship? Truly, hit the like button. Let's go. Do you know what is the work? I want to read it. Tell me somebody. TikTok, Facebook, tell me. What is the doggone work that you need to put in to make a relationship work? Let's get positive on this. What's the work? What's the work that you need to put in a relationship? What is a successful relationship? And I don't want to hear about what you want. What makes a successful relationship for a man and a woman together? What makes that work? Give me 3 things. Go. Let's print it out there. Give me 3 things. Well, give me one, because I want y'all to have time. But give me one thing that will make a successful relationship. Besides communication, love, whatever. I don't want y'all to tell me about no cooking. I don't want you to tell me about paying no damn bills. Tell me some other stuff, not the cliche stuff, not the surface stuff. What really makes a relationship work? Because everybody got to pay bills. Everybody got to eat. But what else besides that is going to make a relationship work? Erica says accountability. I like that. To work together. Okay. Patience and understanding. I like that. Mutual respect, trust, patience. Okay, so are we doing those things? Does those things actually fit with the person that you're with? Right? Showing the other way, showing the others that they are wanted. There you go. Red says communication, transparency, honesty, loyalty, and trust. Okay, so y'all get what I'm saying, right? JC says honesty. So y'all understand what your boy's saying, right? So with me saying that, are we doing commitments? There you go, Tony. I like that. Patience, love, and kindness. Okay, so let me ask y'all this, okay? On your worst day when you mad at that person, okay? On your worst day, you're angry with them. Can you do that? Whatever you typed on this on that timeline right now, right? Are you able to do that? And continue to do that because even though you're mad. On your worst day, can you do that for that person? See, this is where the work come in at. This is when you know that you love it unconditionally. This is when you know that you're going to be there for that person. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of us can't do it. A lot of us want to put up a front. A lot of us want to shut the door. A lot of us want to begin and don't talk for 3 or 4 days. But can you be love, kindness, patience, honesty, transparent, communicate? Can you do it? Is that possible? These are the things I believe that you guys are putting out there. Not me. This is not Joe Locke's list. That when you want to be with somebody and you mature and you done been through the journey of messing up, these small things, when things get bad, you got to make sure the person you with and you yourself that you're able to do these things, because you can get through all things if you can do the small things. Let me say that again. You can get through all things if you can do the small things. But if you can't do the small things in worse times, y'all don't really stand a chance. Because now it's all about conditions. It's all about, if he ain't doing this or she ain't doing this and you got a time set, I ain't fooling with you no more, bro. I ain't fooling with you no more, girl. Well, come on. How the hell that gonna work? Huh? How that works out? How that's working for you? Because guess what? You didn't want to put the work in, or he didn't want to put the work in, or she didn't want to put the work in. One person can't put the work into a relationship. You can't have 2 batteries and think one battery is going to keep going. I'm just being honest with you guys, right? So if you're going to build a relationship, the title of the show today, do you care? Do you truly care about your relationship, or do you just truly care about yourself? Because it's easy to say, well, I did this and I did this. Well, yeah, you did this, but tell me something that you did that didn't include you benefiting from it in the relationship. And I'm just being honest with you right now. Tell me something that you're doing or you continuously do that do not benefit you at all in the relationship. It's strictly for the other person on a consistent basis, and you love doing it because you love them. That's when you know you got somebody you love. On their worst day, I don't know if you guys have seen this meme I've talked about on the show. It's a little cartoon where you can see two old couples. You can tell that they're mad, but even though they're mad, he got the umbrella. He's standing in the rain. He got the umbrella over her. That's the dude that you want to be with. That's the woman that you want to be with, right? Even though we mad, I'm still gonna do the small things for you, right? But we all have these conditions that and let me say this. I believe this. God's still working on me too. I don't have all this figured out. I'm saying a lot of good stuff, but I don't believe. I know I ain't gonna say I believe, but I know. I believe I haven't got it all mastered. But it's easy to say, but it's very difficult to do. Very difficult to do. Hey, Buffy, how's it going? It's very difficult to put yourself in a situation where you've been vulnerable with somebody that you thought was the love of your life and they screwed you over. And then you have to go be with somebody else brand new. But in the back of your mind, you hear your conscience, right? He gonna do the same thing. She gonna do the same thing to me. It's something out there, something that I don't know. And what does that do to you in your relationship? It holds you back. Or you start looking for a red flag because you started running away. I know I'm hitting home to a lot of people. I know that right now. And so you run away from a relationship and then you say there's no good men out there. Not saying that there are some men that are not good. That's very true. There's a lot of men out there not good. But there are some good men. But some of us are not ready for them. And vice versa, there are some good women, but men are not ready for them. Because one of the biggest things I think that we got, the other proponent we need to talk about there of do you care is fear. Right? Fear of being hurt again. Don't nobody from the age of 5 years old to 53 years old, nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody want to go through pain again. Nobody wants to go through wasted time again. Nobody want to put energy into something and get nothing out of it. It's hard to start over, Shar. I agree with you. We pray together over each other. That's good, Red. Erica says, I don't have those thoughts. That's where having accountability comes into play. And whatever works for you, right? Whatever works for you. But I'm just saying at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship, are you in it? And do you truly care about the other person? Or are you so worried about protecting yourself that you forget about the other person? Because I've been in situations where I know, I can honestly say when I first got a divorce, I was in a defensive mode. I was to the point of making sure, it was two things, it was two places I was in. I didn't want to be hurt no more, but I didn't want to hurt anybody else either, right? Because when you go through a divorce, whether it's a good divorce or a bad divorce, both people are hurting in some shape, form, or fashion. And you're both relieved in some shape, form, or fashion. But it still hurts. Nobody wants to go through a divorce, whether it's a good divorce or a bad divorce. Nobody wants to go through a divorce. And I was in a difficult place. You know what I mean? Because you're trying to be the best person you can be, but then you don't want to be hurt. So a lot of times when you go through a divorce and you're dating somebody, the first thing you do, you take on too much. Because you feel, I did this in my last relationship that I should have did better. And you try to be a better person to the next person. But that's not, no, in the beginning, you don't know who the hell you are. One thing, a married person been married for over 5 to 10 years. Right? I'm going to say the 10-year mark. If you've been married over 10 years, right, you don't know who you are anymore as a single person. Let me say that again to anybody, right? If you've been married over 10 years to somebody and you wind up unfortunately, getting a divorce, you have no idea who the hell you are as a single person anymore. You don't know what your standards are. You don't know what you tolerate. You don't know what you want because you don't know what it means to be single anymore. The life done changed. So for 10 years you've been doing for y'all. It's very hard to get out of y'all in a short period of time and start doing for self and be happy. And know what that truly means. Just being happy without the man, being happy without that woman, being happy without another person doing something for you, being happy truly within yourself. You don't know who you are as a single person. And I think that takes time. It took me time, right? Because when you go into your first relationship after divorce, you're still treating that person that you just met as if they was your husband or wife. And they haven't even earned that degree of accountability or love and affection from you, but you automatically giving that because that's who you are as a person. You're not single-minded anymore, right? That takes time. Say that again, Joe. You're so right. Thank you. True. We need a which is exposed by words. I commit to. Most don't have that. That's why people stay longer, and they should. Very true, y'all. Make sure y'all share the video, hit the like button, y'all. Let's go. Let's get me up to 10,000 likes today. I like that. But also, I want to say this: when you're going through breakups and you're trying to make things work, you guys are locked into the Joe Like Show. It's 4 to 6 minutes after the hour. Thank you guys. It's just me today. Nephew is out, so thank you guys for locking in with me. You know, I'm on one today, as you can see. You know, when I got the microphone, you know I can talk, so I got a lot on my mind. I'm gonna share with you. If you guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you got any questions that you would like to bring onto the show and talk to me about, you know, please put it on here, and I would definitely answer your questions as I see them come up. Right? It's the Joe Like Show right here on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and also Spotify. It's the Joe Like Show. Thank you guys for locking in to the digital network. Now, as I'm talking, when you're going through all this stuff, man, and you're dating right after divorce, dating right after breakup, don't nobody want to be hurt again, right? And so that's why I titled the show today, Do You Care? Do you really care? Right? And again, whatever you guys are saying to me, it don't mean a hill of beans. I mean, I'm going to sleep well. I'm saying this for you. Let me say this again, y'all. I'm saying this for y'all, right? When you're going into your next relationship, do you care about the other person? When do you start to care about the other person? Because a lot of times when we started in these new relationships, we start to talking, right? But they always say the person talking is never doing what? Listening, right? So when you putting all your stuff out on the table, you feel like you done something. I'm on this, and I'm not gonna talk about this because this, and you feel woosah. You feel like, oh, I done something, right? And when the other person is saying to you what they feel, right? Let me ask y'all, let me be honest. Just be honest with yourself. You gotta be honest with me. Be honest with yourself. When they're saying what they're saying at that moment, are you truly listening, or are you hoping that they heard what the hell you just said? Let me say that again. After you done put your stuff on the table, right? The person that you are now listening, they're telling you their stuff. Are you truly listening intently and immensely to what they're saying to you? Or are you actually hoping that they heard what the hell you said and barely listening to what they're saying? Someone said, I understand this because I'm going through this right now. I lost my mate in September after 42 years. I'm so sorry to hear that. Prayers to you and your family. That's 42 years. That's a long time. So it's very difficult of getting out there in another relationship. You know, so that is very difficult. But the only advice I can tell you, I was married for 10. You got to take your time. And are you ever going to know if that's the right person? No. I don't have no cookie cut answer on that one, y'all. You don't know if that's the right woman or the right man. You just don't know people's intentions when you get with them. You got to just give life a try. Life's going to life you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be good days. It's going to be bad days. This is the thing that I realize is knowing for myself, am I ready to be in a relationship and a companionship? And this is another section that I want to add on to, do you care? Do you want to be in a relationship or a companionship? Either one is okay, America. Okay? You got to stop doing what Facebook, TikTok, social media, Instagram telling you to do, or the church folks are telling you to do, what your family think you should do, or what your kids think you should be doing. What the hell do you want? What are you comfortable with coming home to or not coming home to every single day at this stage in your life where you are and what you've been through? You deserve the right to have the option whether you want to be in a relationship or a companionship. Either one is okay. There is no wrong or right when you're single to make that choice. You see what I'm saying? Don't let nobody guilt trip your ass into doing some stuff that you don't want to do and you realize that you should have been in the other one. Okay? Stop it, man. We got to stop with the nonsense. And when you introduce somebody, this is the person, you can introduce them as, this is the person I'm with. Okay? This is my man. You say, this is my man for the day. Have the hell. I don't care how you feel about it. We got an understanding. We got to stop trying to do what society think we should do. And when we go home behind our own closed doors, we're miserable. We're living a fake life. Where the hell they do that at? You look good outside, but when you get home, you're mad and sad. Because you didn't mess around and got yourself in something. You're like, man, I moved too fast, or I really don't like him or her like that. We got to stop that. Right? Companionship is okay. Let me say that again. You're grown. Companionship is okay for you to have. And whatever companionship entails for you, it's okay. A relationship is okay for you to have. If that's what you desire to do, go be in a relationship. But do us a favor. For all us single folks out here, please know, understand, be able to distinguish the two. Whether you want companionship or a relationship. And be able to be honest with that lady or that man or what the hell you want. Don't come in and tell me you want a relationship, I want a relationship, and your ass only really want a companionship. And vice versa. Okay? Don't lie to me just to get with me. I'm sick of that. Don't lie to me just to get with me. Okay? And then I tell you I just want companionship, and later on you're trying to ease in on a relationship on me. That ain't what we talked about. That ain't what the hell I said I wanted. But all of a sudden you think that you got something really great, and at the end of the day, I supposed to, because now you done devoted your time to me, now I'm supposed to change for you. I'm supposed to be something different when the hell I told you I just wanted companionship. I told you it was muddy waters over here. Now me and you got a problem like Houston. Come on now, let's stop that. Ladies, stop trying to make a man into a husband if he don't want to be. Fellas, stop trying to make a woman into a wife just because you want to get some. If you want to get something, say, I want to get some. You ain't got to say it like that. You may not get none, but I'm just saying, tell you want companionship, man. You know what I'm saying? But tell, you know what I'm saying? Don't say about this want some, because that's kind of harsh. But, hey, just say I want companionship. You know what I mean? And define what companionship means. You know what I mean? So we got to stop at this stage in my life. I'm grown, man. I'm single. I have my own options. And whatever I say or do is not wrong for me. Just like whatever you say or do for you is not wrong for you. It may not benefit me. It may not go against it may not go for what I want, but I have to respect what you say. If a woman came to me right now, she'd be one of the finest things, yams bumping, fine as I don't know what, language, all of the yin yang, everything that I want, business minded, smart, articulate. But she says she want marriage, and I want companionship. You think I'm finna try to smash? No, I got to be honest with her, baby. You everything I wanted, but you got something that I don't want. You want to be married right now, and I don't know if I want to do that. That's what I have to tell her. I still shoot my shot, like, hey, I sit on the bench for you. I'll be here. We can get to know each other over time, and maybe that would change. But right now, I'm not gonna sit there and tell a woman, I'm looking to get married. See, that's a day-old line that men, a sorry-ass line to me is really sorry. Some men, because they know they're not ready to get married. But they tell a woman because we know that's what you want to hear. And I think in social media, I don't know if many guys saying, but we got to be very honest with women, man. If your ass don't want to get married, just tell a woman, I want to get married. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ready to get married right now. So this is where I am. Accept me for here. And you can say, well, I like this dude. I like his energy. I like his, I like his swagger. I spend some time with him. Doesn't mean you got to sleep with me. And fellas, you got to stop trying to sleep with every woman out there just because she's spending time with you. Just because she's spending time with you doesn't mean she needs to give you some. Sometimes time is better than getting some, and a lot less stressful at the end of the day. I'm just being honest. When you get a little bit more mature, man, you start understanding sex is not everything. Do you care? It's the topic of the show today. Do you care? Everything comes under that umbrella if you find out that you both care about the same things or most of the same things at the same time, right? A woman will open up to you and be transparent. A man will open up and be open to you and transparent. But what I see a lot of times in Do You Care is we get, what's the word? We get bamboozled by the woman or by the man. Baby, I care about you. You don't have to worry about it. I'm never going to hurt you. Right? And soon as that man or woman is vulnerable to you, you soak it in, you rub on their shoulders, their back, tell them it's going to be okay. And soon as something don't go your way, you use it against them. Let's go back to the topic of the show. Do we care? Do you care? Because you throw it up in their face, right? That weak moment, that they said that they have, or what their weakness is, or what they're scared of, what their fear is, when you get mad at them, you throw that up in their face. You use it against them as a weapon. And then that guy looks at you and like, man, I trusted you. And now you turn this around on me and use it against me. I've seen a lot of women do that. I've seen men do it. Do you care? Because if you cared about that person the way y'all just say y'all did, that, I ain't gonna say the word, but that y'all won't do. Right? It's just some things you don't hit below the belt in a relationship. You don't go there. You can have ammunition, right? But if you love and you care about somebody, you don't do that to them. You don't use their moment of vulnerability that they gave you. You don't use that against them. You protect that. I don't care how mad you get with me. You protect what I cherish and trusted you with. And I have to protect what you cherish and trust me with. There are women I've been with and I know things. And they have done me wrong. But what they trusted me with, I would never put that out there. I would never sell it to anybody. It ain't nobody's business. If you trust me with something vulnerable, I don't care how much you hurt me. I'm not going to try to hurt you with what you trusted me with. Because I care. I'm not that kind of person. I don't have that kind of vitriol in me to try to hurt you with something that you was vulnerable with me about. Because I understand the damage that can do to that person, right? And because see, here's the thing I've learned. If somebody trusts you with something and they know you got something on them and you don't use it, that's going to give them cause to pause. And they're going to respect you, even though they may have done you dirt or whatever. But that person in their mind knows that you could have screwed them at any point in time. But you know that you didn't because of the person that you were. See, the world will have you believe, well, if they did you wrong, I got to do them wrong too. I'm going to show you that dirt. I'm going to hit you. But I'm not going to hit you with that vulnerable stuff. Right? Now, I may meet you in person. And I may tell you to your face because I want you to know that I could do this, but kind of person I am, I'm not going to do it to you. Now, I probably would do that. But I'm not going to put that vulnerable stuff that I know about you that I can hurt you with for real, for real. I'm not going to do it to you. No matter what you've done to me, I'm not going to hurt you like that. I won't. I'm just not that dude. But I know people who will. I've had it done to me. I've had people just throw whatever we said to the wind for the benefit of themselves. Right? I've seen people, because it benefits them and they're hurt, right? I've had somebody tell me, you know what I mean, that I did it because you hurt me. What the hell I got to do with you putting out my business with really? I hurt you, so you gonna go out there and hit me below the belt? When I hurt you, did I hit you below the belt? Let me ask you this question. When I hurt you, did I hurt you below the belt? Or did I do something you just didn't like? Or did I say something that you didn't approve of? But did I hit you below the belt? Can't nobody that knows me, right, can say that about Joe Lockett, that I have something that I know that private, that I have taken it and put it out there in public and used it against you for my own benefit. There's a lot of stuff that I can put out there because most stuff that anybody that they can put out there on me, I've already put it out. I didn't meet everybody took money, so you want to write a book on me, it's already out there. I'm sorry, but I'm an open book. I'm not ashamed of my past transgressions, what I did right and what I did wrong. I got some things wrong, and I've stood up for it. I've used my platform because nobody can say that knows me. Well, you talking about all this other stuff around about way, but you never say anything about yourself. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. I done told people about the situation with my kids, about I wasn't there for them as a father. I done said the stuff about with my parents. Never told y'all what that was. Nobody's on a few people in the world that know what that is, right? Because it ain't y'all business. But people know. I don't need to lie about me, about my story. I'm not gonna tell somebody else's story, but the person that I gotta beef with, oh, you know. As the young folks would say, you know on sight. But that ain't nobody else's business. Do you care? That's the main theme of what we're talking about today on the Joe Lockett Show. Do you really care? Is it important to you enough to make sure that you're putting that work into your relationships? Are you doing the small things that's going to actually work for you in a relationship, America? Shaw says facts. Red says you don't have to do evil for evil. Shaw also says people are crazy when it comes to this. Not you, Joe. But you're absolutely right. But I think when you trust people with your secrets, right, or you let people get into your inner life, because all of us got secrets. Ain't nobody on here no doggone none, right? Nobody. Not one of us. We all got secrets. We all got a freaky side. We all got stuff we're not proud of. We've all done stuff. And we all have decided to share some of our dark side to somebody that we trust. We all do it. We're human. You want to share. You want to talk. We as a human being, you naturally want to trust people. That's what you really want to do. Nobody want to walk around with damn armor gear on all day long with the guard up. You want to be around people that you trust. You want to be able to say and do things with people around you trust that's not going to use it against you. And what hurts men and women is that when you get out of a relationship, that those people use that against you. They start telling other people about you, right? One thing about my exes, I always tell y'all what? There was a time that we loved each other. So I would never go out here and dog and say something bad about them on the airwaves. We had our times. I always, y'all hear me say this, right? I don't like the way she ended it, but y'all don't know what she did. Right? Because it ain't y'all business. She know. I know. And the people around us, they know. But I don't go out there and, well, this happened. No. Because I don't need the bad mouth. How can I say, and this is what I don't get. Do you care? Go to another part of this. Do you care? How can you be in love with somebody, quote unquote, married in a long-term relationship? But when you get out the relationship with that person, you're talking trash about them to everybody that will listen. Because they hurt you. I'll wait. I'm going to wait on that one. I'm really going to wait on that one. Because this one goes deep into do you care? Well, Joe, they said, what the hell? Did your mama tell you when you was a kid, you can't worry about what other people say? Well, I'm just not going to say, what? Do you care? Are you that person? Let me say that again. Do you care? Because at one time when you married that person, y'all loved each other. So how can you go out on a bad note and go out and start talking bad about the person because you was in that marriage too? So whatever bad happened in that marriage or that relationship, I got to tell everybody, because y'all look stupid when y'all say this, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. Yeah, he cheated. Okay. So that make him a bad husband? You chose him. Well, I didn't know. Still, you're his wife. Do you need to go out there and badmouth him for that? Or do you learn from that and keep it moving? Because at one point you loved him, and for whatever reason you loved him, you married that guy. Well, I found out a whole new person, when I got married to him. Okay, so that means you'll do better next time, correct? But do you need to go out there and badmouth them? You badmouthing that person means what? It just makes you feel better to get it off your chest, right? To go out there and trash somebody else, correct? That's all I see that means. That you feel the need to go trash somebody else, right? Because you can't sit there and tell me, well, I'm saying this because. The title of the show today, do you care? If you care about that person, as you say you did, and they hurt you, why do you need to go out there and badmouth them? See, I think we all as human beings, we got this stuff twisted. If you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you, right? If you do something toxic to me, I'm going to do something toxic to you. And we buy into that because we all feel, if you hurt me, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, right? But as I get older, I don't give a damn about trying to make you feel bad. You know what you did to me. I know what I did to you. I don't need to get on social media and stand on all 10 to scream it out to the world to make you look worse. That's just me. I don't need to do that. Was I angry when I went through the divorce? Oh, hell yeah, I was angry. Right? I can honestly say I probably wanted to hurt somebody. right? When I went through my divorce. But I didn't, because I had to focus and understand what I needed to do next. And I knew hating her or being mad at that situation was not going to help me. But that was the way I handled it. People handle things differently. That's the way Joe handled it. That's the way y'all handle things differently. But I have to learn in life that I am not the person to get revenge on you. I have learned in life, especially as I have gotten older, I remove myself from toxicity, right? That I don't want to be a part of anymore. I'm not going to argue with you about your viewpoint. I'm not going to argue with you about what you believe or what you think should be happening. If that's the way you believe and that's the way you want to be, and I cannot fulfill that, I would just walk away. You can call me a punk. You can call me soft. You can call me a beta or a Charlie or Delta. You can call me whatever the hell you want to call me. But I'm going to walk away because I choose to do one thing for myself. Be happy. Being single, I have learned one thing, right? Truthfully, how to be happy. And what does peace and quiet look like for myself, right? When I was married or when I was in relationships, I did not know what self-happiness looked like. Because you're always, you can be happy in a relationship, but there's always maybe some kind of small conflict going on or something that you need to attend to or something that's, that ain't just quite right in a relationship, right? It's very few times, on a consistent basis that everything is going well for a whole 2 or 3 weeks or a month in a relationship, right? Something is always coming up. So you lose yourself into the relationship and start to saying this is the norm. Ready for the next crisis and trying to hold on to the happy moments as long as you can, but ready for the next crisis. Being single for the last going on 5 years now, it has helped me understand that it's okay to be happy, and what does that feel like, right? And so now, I understand that when I decide to bring someone else into my life, and hopefully this helping somebody out there listening, it's 7 minutes after the hour, that find happiness. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got your little checklist. I got that. But man, happiness is going to be key for me. Like, can we laugh and joke and talk? And this was a biggie for me because I didn't know how to do this, but I'm learning how to do this now. I just want to be able to hold space and we be able to communicate without even talking. We get it. It's just we're here and you with that person and you feel that positive energy and we're in a good place, right? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I know I'll be attracted to. I'm not going to be attracted to the person that's going to try to point out every damn thing that they see wrong with me, or they see wrong with my life, or they see wrong with my radio show, or they see wrong that I'm dressing or something I said or something I did. You're not for me. You're looking for me to be perfect for you. You're looking for your perfect man. And if I'm doing that to you and I'm pointing out stuff on you, I'm looking for my perfect woman. I'm trying to make you into the person I want to be so I can be comfortable. Have y'all met those people out there when they start suggesting stuff to you about your life? Well, if you did this and well, if you did that, but they don't change a damn thing about themselves? Let me say that again now. Have you met those people? Well, have you ever, this is what they ease in on. Have you thought about? But you ain't said a damn thing to them about have they thought about, and you've seen some stuff on them like you're only focused on this, and this, and you're okay with that. When somebody touched that, if somebody touched your glass ceiling, it'll crack. But you have the audacity, unmitigated gall to put your finger in my glass ceiling and don't care if it break or not. Because you want me to be comfortable. You want to be comfortable around me. No, we got to be comfortable without touching each other's ceilings, right? I look at your ceiling and I'm okay with it. You look at mine and you're okay with it. If that's not the case, we're not meant for each other. I don't care if everything else line up. It don't matter to me if everything else line up, but that if that don't line up, we're not doing it. Do you care? The topic of the show today. You got to understand what you care about. You know what I'm saying? You can have all this stuff, but you suggested to me what I need to do on something that's important to me. I'm suggesting to you what you may want to take a look at that. And where am I saying that? Do I care because it's trying to better that person? Or am I saying it because I want to feel comfortable when she's doing what I want her to do? Be very careful of somebody early in a relationship, y'all, whether it's the man or the woman, who asks you, have you thought about? The hell you mean have I thought about it? I'm 53 years old. Of course I done thought about it. And I'm going to say this because sometimes it could be in goodwill, but think about how they are saying it to you. Okay? How they're saying it to you. How it's coming across. The energy is going to be very important how they say it to you. Because some of it can be just in a really concerning type manner and have no meaning behind it. But I'm going to say in the most part, in the first 30 to 90 days, there is a meaning behind it. Because people are trying to be comfortable with you and they're gauging you and trying to see, well, if I like everything, but if I can get him or her right here and they do this, oh, we're going to be okay. Do you care? Because what that person is saying to me, you don't give a damn about how I feel about what you're about to change in my life. That's what I hear. Like I said, title show, do you care? See, that's what I feel when I hear that word, have you thought about? It tells me you don't care about what I'm doing, especially if you're hitting around my radio show or my workout program or how I eat. Those are the things that I care a lot about. So if you start to hint in the first 30 to 90 days about that, you're not caring about me. You're caring about yourself so I can fit into a box for you or vice versa. I want you to fit in my box because I like you. I want to be around you and you can be with me because I'm that prize. I'm that dude if you change this. Be very careful of that person. Yeah, it's very nonchalant. That's what we do, though, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Don't change yourself. And I put something out there today. It was an affirmation for women. I put it out this afternoon. Be okay with who you are. Don't let a man change your thinking, right? Don't let a man change who you are if you feel it's the right thing for you. You should submit to a man that don't make... Ooh, I'm going to have to make this into something that I don't know. I may do a whole show on this one. You should submit to a man that don't make you submit. Wow. That's powerful. I don't care what y'all say. Before I even said it, that I felt like a Deion Sanders moment right there, y'all. You should submit to a man that don't make you submit. That right there is the man you need to be with or the woman that you need to be with. Submit to a man that don't ask you to submit. Before I said that, y'all, I don't know if y'all caught that one, but that's deep. Even before I said that, I said, whoa, I had to do a Deion Sanders moment. Thank you, God. Thank you for that one right there. Hey, submit to a man that don't make you submit. That's powerful, ladies. Right? If a man is not asking you something and you want to give him your world, that's the man that you need to be with. If you're constantly up trying to figure out something about this guy and you don't get it and he's not talking, that may not be the guy for you. And vice versa for men. If you're trying to figure out whether this woman likes you or not and she's not calling you on a regular basis, that may not be the woman for you, bro. Love is not difficult, especially in the beginning. It's not hard. You will go through hard times in love, yes, because you evolve, you change, you see different things, you're around different people, you come home, you wake up, you're different. Yes, your body changes, yes, health changes, yes. But love in the beginning is not difficult. Love in the beginning is fun. And if it becomes difficult in the beginning, it's going to be nonsense and non-involved later on. I had to learn that. I don't want to work. I tell y'all all the time, Google me because I'm not finna work for your love. I'm not. I promise a woman, I'm not finna bust my ass and try to prove to you I'm a good guy. Right? Time will tell you that. I'll take you to some nice places. I have a great conversation with you. But I tell a woman quick, fast, in a hurry. I'm not trying to be your man right now. If you got a guy that you're talking to, please keep talking to him. If you got time to talk to me, I'm here to talk to you for some time. But at the end of the day, if y'all get engaged or get ready to get married, cool. But I'm not trying to take you off the market because I'm not trying to come off the market. Right now, I can't even say I'm on the market. I'm just here. I enjoy friends. I enjoy companionship every once in a while, but I'm not looking for a relationship. Right? But guess what has happened in my world? My whole world has opened up to women that want to do that. See, we get caught up, and this is where I think companionships and relationships get caught up, and that's why I said be honest. Because when you're talking to a lot of people, a lot of men and women, if you're saying relationship, Your energy is going to connect you with relationships. No matter even if that's not true to what you want, but if you say relationship, the universe will connect you with a relationship. If you say companionship, the world opens up to you for companionship. But men, we're so afraid that the women that we want don't want companionship. We lie to them and say we want a relationship, and you wind up hurting people, and then you wind up sending women into the world hating men or mad at men and not trusting men, when all we have to do as men is change one word from relationship to companionship. There are a plethora of women that just want companionship and is okay with it. Fellas, just so y'all know, take it from me. It ain't just because of the beard, the bald head, and the muscles. There are plenty of women who just want companionship. They don't want a relationship either. They don't want to move out of their house. They want you to stay in your house. They want to keep their house. They want to see you when they want to see you, and when they don't want to see you, they don't want to see you. Those women are out there too, guys. Just like the married women out there, those women are out there too. Let's see here. Antoinette said, it's not hard to love, it's a choice. I so agree with that. I so agree with it is not hard to love. But it's hard to understand who loves you. Because we use, we say those words, y'all hear me say, je t'aime, right? Demo, ashtamas, libede, right? That's basically just saying, I love you in different languages, right? And we say it so cavalier, right? So easy. It's like, I love you, right? But when I say it every single day on this show, and I've been saying it for the last probably 8 years of my radio career, I love my audience, and I do say it with endearment every single time I say it, and that's why I learned to say it in different languages, because I know there are different people in different countries listening to my show, and if you don't understand, the reason why I say it in different languages every day, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Even if one person did not understand anything in my show, I want them to understand one thing, right, is that I love them. That's why I say it in different languages every day. Because there are people who may not understand every word that I'm saying that's listening to my show right now. But at the end of my show, there's somebody in French, Japanese, Spanish, and German, and of course in English, that maybe have listened to my show. If they ever hear that last part of my show, the one thing they will say that, that guy, he loves me, right? And it's a pure, unadulterated love that I have for my audience, because y'all took the time to be with me for 30 minutes, 1 hour, hour and a half, or 2 hours, however long we're on. You guys show up every single day. And I love that. And I always, every single day, I want to get the love back to you guys. Sexy Chocolates, preach it, brother. You're telling nothing but the truth. Oh, thank you, Penny. I respect your opinion and definitely agree with your honesty. Thank you. If the love is real, it's very easy. But Mary, I'm going to say this, though. Daily lessons. Exactly, Kimberly. Thank you, guys. Oh, you guys got me over 10,000. Thank you so much for that. But let me ask you ladies this, though, okay? So, when men are saying, do you care? Going back on the topic of what the show is today. When I say, do you care, right? We got to stop wanting someone to say, I love you so quickly, right? I think it's more, and y'all tell me I could be wrong with this, but I think it would more say, if I said, I miss you. I can miss you before I love you. Do that make sense? I can miss you, Shar. I can miss you, Kimberly. Penny, I can miss you in the beginning before I say I love you. You know what I mean? In the first 30 days, I can say I miss you and truly mean it. But if I say in the first 30 days that, Penny, I love you, I don't really freaking love you, Penny. I'm sorry, but I don't, JC. Sure, I don't love you. But I think we feel awkward if I don't say I love you soon enough or fast enough. Let's see. I got someone on Facebook. I didn't see it over here. Literally no one can hear you. You, but I can't hear you. So are the people on Facebook not able to hear me? I'm not for sure. Let me check and see here. Hold on, guys. You should be able to hear me, I guess. I'm not for sure what's going on Facebook. Did I have it on mute here? I do not have it on mute here. I am so sorry, y'all, on Facebook, if you guys cannot hear me. Let's see, can you guys hear me? Yeah, the volume here is not going up on Facebook for whatever reason here. That's not good. Huh. It was working earlier. I am sorry, Facebook. I do truly apologize to you. I am on TikTok though, and what I would do is I would repost this show from TikTok to Facebook. I promise you guys I'll do that. Oh, I hear you. I'm on Facebook. Oh, you do hear me? You on Facebook? Okay, so you can hear me on Facebook. Okay. So you guys can hear me on Facebook. Okay, because I'm seeing there are people on there, and I don't think people have been on for the last hour if they can't hear me. Okay. All right, so you guys can hear me, so I'm not for sure. Okay, well, I'll check it out later, y'all. You are not disappointed, huh? Glad you stopped by. You would not be disappointed. Oh, thank you. Yes, this is keeping it real. I hear you. Okay, thank you. A guy told me that he loves me. I ran from him. And this is what I'm saying when I get back, okay, and I'm going to get back on topic here. I just want to address that. But saying the words, I love you, right, too early does not get you in the bedroom, guys, or women. And I think women say I love you back because they feel out of guilt that they need to say I love you too, right? Think about that. You guys are locked into the Joe Lock Show. It's 21 minutes after the hour. I appreciate you guys locking in. We're talking about relationships. It's just me on the microphone today, so y'all getting a lot from me. It's a lot of download that is coming through here today. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to holler with your boy. And I'm talking about, do you care? Do you care about the relationship, right? Or do you just care about what you really want out the relationship and you listen to the other person later? We went through a lot of things, right? A plethora of things. And I'm not going to go back through the laundry list. You have to listen back to the replay on the show. You can get your replay on Facebook or YouTube at Joe Lockett Show. But I want to go here. When you're in the relationships, right, and we use those words, I love you, I really think we would use those words too soon, and we use it too lightly. There's no meaning behind it. Penny, I don't love you in 30 days. Yolanda, I don't love you in 60 days. I like you. Now that don't sound good. If I say, girl, I like you. It sounds horrible. Hey, user. Hey, Terry, how's it going? Hey, Miss Terry, how's it going? It sounds horrible if I say I like you. But, ladies, can I just be real with you? I only like you after a couple of days. Right? I only like you in 30 days. I don't love you. Right? Can I just be real? I don't love you in 30 days. It don't sound sexy. I like you. I think about you. Maybe in 30 days I think about you. But I'm not going to think about you like that in the first 30 days. You're going to be on my mind. But I got other things going on. You're not going to be at the top of my list. I'm 53 years old. I got other stuff going on for real. I just met you. I don't see you like that in my beginning. You may be fine, smell good. We hit it off on a great conversation, but I'm not in love with you. I'm just saying, I know a lot of y'all may think that y'all are all that in a bag of chips, but you're not. I'm not. There's no woman that met me that sit there and she first met me and she think about me all day, 24 hours a day in the first 30 days, and she loved me 30 days later. No. You may like what you see, but you got other things. You're busy. You're moving on with your life. You got other things and other people that you talk to. So I think we use that word, I love you, way too quickly, way too lightly, in my humble opinion. Start to say, I miss you, or I was thinking about you today. Stay away from the words, I like you, or I love you, until you truly mean it. Do you care? Let's go back to the title of the show today. Do you care? Because if I care about you, I care about nurturing this relationship in the right way and not be on some BS to get your feelings involved. Because you said the word love, and I start showing some love type tendencies, you start thinking that this is for real. How the hell is it for real in 30 days? I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm just saying on the average, it usually doesn't. I haven't fallen in love in 30 days. I ain't found my baby in 30 days. I haven't met one woman that said that don't want to say that I love you. Now I met a woman that done rocked my world in 30 days, and I'm like, oh, it was good. I've had that happen in my life, but I can't sit there and say, that I was in love with her. I love what she did. I didn't love her. That's possible. But loving her? So do I care? And I guess I'm a hard ass when it comes to this here, ladies. Right? But I don't say I love you right away. I don't. Now, people hear me say to my friends when I hang up the phone, love you, have a good one. But that love, what I'm saying, is a friendship type of love. I tell most anybody that I see you, I love you, have a blessed day. Right? Those are my daily words to anybody. But when I say it to the woman that I love, it's said differently. Right? Because when I say I love you to the next woman, I want to feel it every time I say it. Let me say that again. I'm just being totally honest. Right? I want to feel something different when I say it to her. I don't want to have the same love I got for her that I got for nephew or I got for Denise. I want to have something different for you, baby. When I say I love you, the thoughts in my mind come through different. The thoughts that come through my mind about you is going to be way different, right? Because it's you. When I say I love you, it's about the way I see you, the way you do certain things for me, the way you make me feel. That's when I know when I'm saying I love you. Those are the emotions that I'm going to feel when I say I love you. I don't find that in 30 days or 40 days or 60 days. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't care, ladies, who you've been with or how good you may be. Your bedroom activity do not make me love you that way. Sorry. I can be the best thing since sliced bread to you in the bedroom, but you may not love me. You may love what I do to you or what I can do for you, but do you love me? Again, let's go back to the topic of the show. Do you care? To be in love with somebody, right? That's the ultimate goal, as I said earlier. What is the goal for your relationship? What is the goal for your marriage? Do you have that written down? And then the steps it's going to take for you to become a better person. And then you and that man is working on that just as hard as you're working on your retirement. Just as hard as you're working on that degree. Just as hard as you're working on making sure your kids got food on the table. Are you working just as hard on your marriage every single day or at least once a week? Are you working on the relationship, often? Are y'all sitting down doing relationship goals? Or are you continuously putting it off because I'm busy or I'm asleep? Well, what the hell you think will happen to the relationship? Because this is what we do. Do you care? Do you care? I'm going back into what I'm saying. Do you care? I done said this now. Do you care? Because I think a lot of times when we're in these situations, we get caught up in work and we think because we're being busy, productive for our household and our relationship, that translate over to the relationship or marriage. And let me raise my hand. I had to be the guy to understand that that's not true. It does not translate that way. It doesn't. Our marriage is a job, it's an entity, it's a corporation, it's a company, right? That you have to go to work at every single day or as much as possible. Because the two employees in that company of that marriage, if they don't take care of that company called marriage, the company will break up. The company will go bankrupt, right? Because the employees are not showing up for it every single day, right? And I think we don't look at it like that. We put that on pause. We put that on hold because that's my wife. She knows what I am. She knows how I feel. That's my husband. He knows what I feel. He get it. He know I'm tired. Yeah. We do. We understand it. But as a man, there's not a man on earth that don't want the affection or love from his wife sometimes. And there's not a woman on earth that don't want the love and affection from her husband sometimes. And there's not a couple that's been married that don't want to go home and be at peace with the person that they're with and want to walk through the door. You don't want, if you're sitting in your car, like I used to sometimes, and I'm sure my ex-wife did, and dread going into the house, somebody didn't take care of the institution of marriage. Think about what I'm saying. If you're dreading to go home, just as much as you dread to go to work. You done messed up somewhere. Can it be fixed? Only you would know that, right? But I think in time, we all have to make sure that we are putting that work into the right place. If you care, do your partner still care, right? Are you just there for the kids? Are you just there till you retire so you can leave? Or till the kids just graduate and you're moving on? I know I'm hitting home for a lot of people right now, right? Because there are more people in marriages right now that are not happy, but they're there for the looks. And I see it so much, man. I'm not saying it's more or less. I have no idea the numbers. But you know who you are. You're in a marriage, everything looks good, but you're miserable. Because y'all are not loving each other. Y'all are just going through life. You're tolerating each other because y'all been together for so long. I'm too old to go move on to somebody else. But you're not happy. I don't want to be that person. I don't. And I know it's not easy, and I'm not telling you to leave. I'm not telling you to divorce your man. I'm not telling you to divorce your husband. But this is what I will offer to my audience today. I think everybody should find peace and happiness within the situation that you're going to be in. Whatever that looks like for you. I'm not an advocate of divorcing, but I'm also not an advocate of living the rest of my life, and when I die, he or she is not going to die for me, and I didn't enjoy my life because I was too afraid to go find something that makes me happy. Again, you don't have to divorce, but if I'm in a marriage, I got to do something that makes me happy. Something that gives me joy on a daily basis because of the choices that I have made. Because maybe sometimes you're too old and you can't move on. Or you didn't put too much into a marriage and you're like, man, it's going to be what it's going to be. But I see too many people, man, black, white, Latino, Asian, and different, right? If you listen to the stories, man, they're not happy. Do you care? Do you care? Some people don't talk to their kids. Some kids don't talk to their parents. Some parents don't see their grandkids. Some moms, so grandparents, they don't even speak to each other. They don't speak to each other when it's, do you have my dinner ready? He's upstairs, she's downstairs. Sound familiar? Let me say that again, because I know I just hit home with a lot of people. He's upstairs, she's downstairs. He wake up in the morning, he's out in the garage. Or he's always got something to go do in the yard. And when he come in the house, he's too tired to spend time with you. Just have my food ready and I'm going to go to sleep, I'm tired. Don't say two words to you. Hit home to a lot of people, right? Yeah, y'all know that? Once they retire, y'all can't spend time around each other because y'all didn't put any work into the marriage. You gave your life to corporate. Everybody in corporate knows you, but you don't know the person at home. Let me say that again. You gave your life to corporate. You got all these awards, and everybody in corporate know your name, know you by person, but when you get home, don't nobody really know you. You don't know that man laying in your bed. You don't know that woman laying in your bed. You don't know her for real. Y'all don't know how to have a conversation, laugh, and talk after 15 years, after 20 years, after 30 years. Because you didn't put no work into the marriage. You put it all off for the corporate. And you said, when I get ready to retire, I'll be able to spend some time and travel with my husband and wife. But when you retire, you don't know who the hell that person is no more. You can't really stand to be around them because they're so opinionated. They know so much they don't want to listen to you no more. Sound familiar, fellas? Sound familiar? You think you know more than me? Sound familiar, fellas? Sound familiar, ladies and gentlemen? What I'm saying? Does this sound familiar? Because y'all know what the hell I'm saying, right? I'm not speaking a foreign language here. Y'all know exactly what I'm saying because y'all going through it right now. Y'all going through it right now. A lot of y'all are going through this right now. You're just going through the motions. Do you care? Do you care? Right? Being in a marriage and you're not happy. But divorce ain't for everybody. That ain't the answer. Find your peace. Find your happiness. But the ones that decided to walk away from the marriage then got a divorce. Right? Now you just step into a world that you probably haven't been in for 10 or 15 years. Where do you go now? What are you going to do? What does that look like? That hurts too. Because now You're trying to trust somebody, and then you just get back. It's like jumping into the deep water right in the beginning, and you can't quite swim. You want to run back to shore. Man, I should have just stayed where I was, but you wasn't happy there. And you jump into deep water, you got to swim, you got to work, you got to stay floating, right? And you don't want to do this for a long period of time, right? But you go back to shore, you're not happy. Which one is best? Doing this right here and keep going through this relationship, keep treading water till you find somebody, or somebody put you on their yacht and you're happy, or you keep doing this for a long time, or you go back and not being happy. Which one works for you? That's where a lot of people find themselves at, right? And I can't tell you, ladies and gentlemen, which one is going to work for you. Do you want to tread water? Do you want to get your little paddle boat and just stay out there in the water and don't go back to shore and figure things out? Or do you want to stay in a relationship that you're in and say, I don't put enough time in it? But I would say that if you decide to stay with the person you're not happy, find your happiness. Whatever that may be. It may be reading the Bible. It may be walking around the block in the morning. But find a piece of happiness that the person can't take from you. And I'm speaking from more band of experience. I've seen this happen, especially in the older generation, where women are put in situations by their man that's a dominant figure, right? That don't allow them to have their own thoughts, their own thinking, right? And you're so caught up into that world, you forget that you actually truly exist as a person. Find your peace, whichever way you can. Because still, you only ladies, you got one life to live. You can't give your whole life to that man. He's not going to die for you. When God calls your number, he's not going to say, give me your husband instead. I'm not telling you to leave him. I know you love him. That's your husband. That's all you ever know. But what I'm telling you is, find your peace. Whatever that is. Find your happiness. I don't care what it is, but you need a bit of happiness. You don't continue to live the rest of your life that you do have on this earth trying to make a man happy that would never be happy no matter what you do, because he know you would never leave him. Keep doing what you're doing if that's your thing, but find your piece of chocolate on this earth, right? That's yours. And when you're doing that, he can't touch it, and it's your happiness. Whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day, right? Whatever that may be, once a week or once a month, I will urge you to find your true happiness for yourself. Again, I'm not telling you to leave your husband. Some of you would never do that, and I understand that. But I do believe every human being deserves to be happy. I truly believe that. Whether you stay in a toxic situation, a bad situation, that's totally up to you. That ain't my choice. That's for you, your man, your husband, your wife, whatever, to figure that out. But I do urge you to find your happiness. Something that's going to make you smile that nobody else going to have anything to do with but you. And when you're doing it, you're not worried about looking over your back or somebody belittling you or telling you ain't good enough. Find your happiness within that. And then you work and live every day that for yourself. And then live the rest of your life because that's what you have chosen to do. But you need to find happiness. The one thing I've seen, man, that didn't happen in some people's lives, that they worked their lives out for a company and their husband, and they were never happy. And I had a woman one time tell me, don't never give your life like I did to somebody, knowing that they don't love you, but you're too afraid to leave or too afraid to do something. And I've always remembered that. And I'm sharing it with y'all. Whatever you decide to do in your life, do not give everything you got to somebody that's not going to give their everything to you. Save something for yourself. Find something that's just going to be for you and make it your own. And don't tell nobody about it. Just go do it. Find your piece of chocolate that's going to make you happy. I think that is not said enough. It's okay to love yourself. Because I know some women, and I've seen a lot of women, they love their husband more than they love themselves. They love their family more than they love themselves. Men, yeah, but women, I've seen women give their whole submit to everything because they have gotten in a position that the man controls everything. Let's see here. Candy says, so true. Shaw says, I dance that where my peace and happiness is these days. 6'4" without lying on a back and saying, I'm with him, everyone you serve. Thank you, sir. It's facts. Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying, y'all, I'm not telling you something out the top of my head. I've seen it happen in real life. I've seen it, actually play out in life. A lot of people are not happy. Do you care? The person you with, do they care that you are not happy? Because sometimes you get with a person and you've been married to somebody for so long, and life happens, right? And life throw them a bad leg, and it didn't throw you one. And now that person that you're with is very, not a good person. Let me just say that. They're angry with the world, but you didn't do it to them. But the only person they can treat like trash is you, because they're angry with the world. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Right? Let me say this to you. Ladies, I'm speaking to the ladies today because I see it with a lot of women that get with these guys, right? When you're with a man and you're the only person that he gets angry with and curses out or talk to like trash, right? He's doing it because he can. There's nothing wrong with him. He's not mentally ill. It's not that he got a lot of pressure at work. A person that's going through something, or a person that's mentally ill, a person that has an issue, they do it with everybody. It does not matter. But if you're the only person that he's doing it to, ladies, he don't like you like that. He's dumping what he can't control outside the house. He's dumping it and taking it out on you. I see a lot of women that make excuses for these guys. Well, he's going through this. Well, he had what that got to do with it? You're the only person he's doing it to, though. He didn't smack his boss around. He didn't smack nobody at work. He never got in a fight at work a day in his life. You ain't never seen him get into a screaming contest or cuss somebody out at work, or in a grocery store, or out in public. But as soon as you do one little small thing wrong, he's verbally attacking you, belittling you. You know why? Because he can. I know what I'm saying, ladies, may be tough, but like I said, do he care? Do you care, right? In life, if you just stay or don't stay, that's your choice. But I'm saying, when things change from girlfriend to boyfriend to husband to wife, to longevity in marriage, right? 20, 30 years, people change, people evolve, right? Things change for people. People get hurt, people go through health issues, and everybody handles those things wrong, and none of us know how we're going to handle anything until it happens to us. And sometimes those people become very mean people. They take it out on you when you had nothing to do with it. Do you care? How do you handle those things? Who's talking to you? Who's getting you through? As you're being a servant to him or her, right? Who's taking care of your mental health? Who's taking care of your emotions and your feelings that you're going through right now? You're sitting there carrying that burden alone all by yourself. Find your happiness too. This is one thing I would say to anybody. You can take it for a grain of salt. You can tell me to kiss your ass. But I truly believe this, right? You can't give your whole life to another person if they don't give their whole life to you. You can't do that for a company, and you can't do that for a person, and you can't do that for a child unless that child was born with a disability and they need you for the rest of their life. But barring those things that, of course, the things that you understand, but just a normal person, you can't give your whole life, your happiness, your emotions, your everything to a person if they're not trying to do the same thing for you. It's It's not a great place to be. It's unbearable for you. I love you for it. I respect you for what you're doing. I don't see you, but I feel you. I understand now. Some people listen because I can see by the comments, you're going through it, right? And it's not easy for you. Nobody understands what you have to go through when that door closes or when you get in that car with that person, right? Or when they get you on the phone and how they talk to you. But when they're around other people, I tell you, they make it seem like everything is hunky-dory, right? But you know they just put it on the front. Because you know when you get home, it's going to be hell to pay. Do you care? That person stopped caring about you a long time ago, okay? But you still care for whatever reason. You still love that person. You still going to do. There's nothing I'm going to say today that I want to try to change that. But the thing I will say, and I repeat it, find your happiness within that. Besides that 23 hours a day that you're going to give that person, right? Or that 23 and a half hours that you're going to give that person every single day of your life till they pass or you pass first. Find 30 for yourself. Can you do that for me? Can you try to do that for me? Okay, can you try? Right? Give them 23 and a half if that's what you want to do. That's what your heart desires say. That's what you believe in. If that's where you are in life, man, hey, I'm praying for you and I'm with you. I am not advocating for not one person to leave their husband or to leave their wife, to cheat or do anything of that nature. All I'm saying is I want you to find a piece of happiness for yourself, a small portion of the day. I challenge the person who's ever listened to my show and you're going through that, to do that for yourself. You ain't got to tell me, but just think about it. You can get them 23 and a half. Okay? But find 30 minutes for yourself. And like I said, I don't know what that's going to be. It may be a walk around the block. It may you getting in your car and going to your favorite spot and just singing and screaming out loud. Whatever the hell it's going to be, y'all. And if you can't do it every day, can you do it for yourself at least once a week? You deserve that. Because the person you're with is not going to change. They stop caring when you still care. They stopped caring a long time ago because they know you wasn't going anywhere. You done showed your hand, you're cool with that, okay. Make sense, y'all? And I hope the things that I'm saying, right, it's helping somebody to be stronger for themselves. Because sometimes you just need to have somebody articulate that, you know, because everybody will tell you, leave. That ain't my job. I'm not going to use my platform for that. Right? Because that's what Joe Lockett would do. But I may not be Penny. I may not be Sass. I may not be Yolanda. Right? I may not be Renee. I didn't come from your background. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know how many times that this man has broken you down mentally, or this woman has broke you down mentally, and you're just not strong enough to move or go anywhere. It happens. I can't sit there and Joe, you don't know what the hell you're talking. It happens. I have seen it. I know it. Trust me, I do. I've been around it all my life. I know it. It happens. And the person that's doing it to the people don't give a damn about, at this stage in their life, who knows and who cares. As long as what they want is in place and what they got, what they want, right? That's all they care about. They don't care about how the other person feels about what they're going through, anything. They may try to say it about 2 seconds. If you rebel, they'll try to pay you attention, but then it goes right back to the same thing the next day because they don't give a damn about you. For real, for real. They stopped loving you a long time ago. What they love now, and I'm just going to be real with y'all, they love what you do for them. If you die today, they will miss what you were doing for them. But the love that they had for you, that left a long time ago because something happened to them that life threw them a curveball and they blamed you for it. Get mad at me if you want to, but it's the truth. That man or that woman that's really mean as hell to you, they took it out on you because they couldn't take it out on nobody else. They couldn't take it out on themselves, and they don't blame nobody. They won't blame, and sometimes they actually know what the hell happened and where the problem was. But guess what? They won't blame that person. They won't blame that job. That was the best thing since sliced bread. But that's what messed them up. But they blame you, and then they don't say it's your fault, but they treat you as if it was your fault. And you try to sympathize with them, because if you sympathize with them, it make your day better. Make things go easier in the house. It makes for a more peaceful day, right? How many of you right now listen to my show, you have to talk bad about other people before you can talk to your mate? Y'all can't talk to each other, but if it's something going on that's negative in the family member with somebody else, you and your mate can talk, right? So you have to find the right conversation to have with them, so he would actually just have a conversation with you. How many of you make up a story just to talk to your man? I'm finna hit y'all upside the head with something. How many of you make up a lie about something just so he would talk to you without getting mad? Because you know what he'll talk to you about. I'll wait. I know I just struck a hard nerve with a lot of women right now. A lot of women do that, y'all. Y'all know how I know, because a lot of women inbox me, y'all. I'm not telling y'all stuff that I'm just making up on the side of me. Some of I experience, and there are women that sends me letters and send me text messages on social media and tell me these things, right? I'm gonna say this to everybody, man, that listen to the show today. Do me a favor. If you think there's somebody going through this, check on them. Hold time with them. Take them out to dinner, or just FaceTime them, and let them know that you love them, okay? These women need you. These men need you. And I would say don't encourage them to leave, because that ain't our place. You know what I'm saying? They're tired of hearing it. They know what they could or should have done or need to do. They'll walk away at their own time. But I think right now what women need from us is just to tell you that I love you. I understand, but I can't make you leave. I can pray for you. I can ask for as much peace as you can give yourself. Find it within the way that you can find it. And find your own happiness within the life that you have chosen for yourself. You chose that. I have to respect that. Forsaking all others for your husband or your wife, right? And that's what you've done. And again, got to be okay. You have to be okay with that. I have to respect the woman that say, forget what y'all are saying, that's my man. I'm here for better or for worse. And it's been a lot more worse than better, but I'm cool with that. Okay. I respect that. I'm not going to say, couldn't be me, shouldn't be. No, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to shame you, because I'm not the person that understands why you stayed. I'm not the person who was there, who, whatever you went through, this man was there for you for something that nobody else was, and you felt that you owed your life to him. Whatever that is, I don't know. Whatever women go through. Some women go through domestic violence. Some people go through verbal. Some people go through mental. Some people go through all the time. It's so many different things. Women come from fatherless home, and that was the first man in their life, and he was there for everything. And so once he found that, he molded her and trained her to be, that for him for the rest of his life. Some of y'all married y'all man when he was 18, when y'all was 18, 19 years old, and they never left, and never been with another man. That's all you know. Right? It happens. That's not a wrong or right. That's just in this lifetime. When God put you on the earth this time, that's what you chose to do with it. And I have to respect that. Let's see here. About to get ready to get here, y'all. I do that all the time with my girlfriends that's going through it. That's good, Yolanda. Sassy says, you have got sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah, you have to. For real, Yolanda. I've been there, but I found my peace. That's good, Yolanda. All right, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this show. I didn't realize I've been talking for almost 2 hours. Can't you tell I'm a radio talk show host? But I hope you guys have enjoyed this show. I hope that some of the stuff under the topic of do you care, right? I really hope that the different categories, the different subtitles that I put out there today, that something resonated with you, whether you need to put in more work and do the small things in your relationship, right? Need to find out whether you're in a relationship or do you want a companionship. If you're in a situation that we just finished talking about, does that work for you? And find your 30 minutes apiece. Get them 23.5, but you find your 30 minutes apiece, right? Whatever you find, wherever you may find yourself, and if you're in those categories, right, of do you care, from beginning of a relationship to the 30 days to the 5 years to the 20 to 30 years. I think we covered all of that within the last 2 hours. Hopefully I did. That was my intentions. I pray for you, and I hope that at the end of the day that something has resonated with you to make you stronger for whatever situation you may find yourself in, and you can articulate yourself a little bit better to navigate your choice through that. That was my goal today, for you to navigate under the topic of do you care, to navigate whatever your journey is that's going to be suitable for you, your family, not us, not Joe, whatever. This is for you. And as long as you get it and you understand it, I've done my job for the day. All right. I'm located in Birmingham, Alabama. If you guys love my show, can you please hit the like button and hit the follow button? I will appreciate it. I appreciate you guys too. Thank you, Brianna. I didn't see you on the Brianna. I didn't know you said thank you so much. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Have a great night, Penny. Thank you guys so much. Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Je t'aime, Demo, Ashtamas, Liberté. Truly. Y'all know what I mean, y'all. I'm praying for you, and I love you. Have a good night.